Well, it's been about a week and a half since the crash that Ryder Difrancesco had in the week before A2. We have had no update from either the team, and other than a picture from him posted on his Instagram story of a bunch of staples which looked to be down his side, stomach, something like that, I've heard nothing from it. And whether you believe the rumor or not of the fact that the bike was run after running out of oil, we'll never know. I highly doubt that if it happened or not, the team is either way going to say yes or no to that. That is irrelevant at the point. If you missed this, obviously he crashed before A2. There's been some the how do you want to say this in a post race show from Vital. There was It says this quote, elbow, ribs, potentially sternum, intestine damage, and it sounds like multiple broken vertebrae, and some of them are in the C area, like the neck. It sounds like as I know as of yesterday, he's still in the hospital, and I believe from what I heard, he will be there through the early part of next week. That was January 26th. This is, as I'm reading this, January 30th. So that was 4 days ago. As of today, we have a update from his mother. I'm assuming his mother. I'm sorry. Saying, "quote Randy and I owe no explanations to Ryder's injuries to anyone, and neither does the team. For those who are spreading and posting false information, please stop. A simple prayer is more than appropriate. I will, though, set the record straight. Ryder had a crash on his dirt bike the Thursday before A2. He suffered an injury to his small intestine, which was torn in two. The medical team had to remove some damaged intestine and his damaged appendix. They successfully reconstructed the intestine and put it back together. He also has a broken arm and rib, which are minor issues and the least of his worries compared to the rest. Ryder has been discharged from the hospital, is resting at home, and is on the path to recovery. To all those who have prayed for Ryder and sent heartfelt messages, thank you. Randy and I are very grateful. Ryder has an amazing team of people behind him that will help him return to racing his dirt bike. Now, I gotta say this straight off the bat. It's really good on one side that she either didn't mention it, which is I'm going to assume. She didn't mention that he had any vertebrae issues. That's incredible. Really, that's probably the best of things. Because if you're talking C vertebrae, you're talking up towards the neck, and that potentially goes into nerve damage, paralysis, you know, problems. Big, that's that any sort of vertebrae damage, any sort of that kind of thing. You're talking really big issues. So really good on that. The fact that she either didn't mention it, so hopefully, knock on wood, it didn't happen. Hopefully, that is a injury he did not sustain. Obviously, like you said, the rib break and the arm break are minimal. Those are, I'm gonna laugh and say this. Those are everyday injuries in this sport. Not that they're great, not that it's the best thing in the world, but to have a broken arm and a broken rib, those heal. That's perfectly fine. Whatever. The fact that he posted the picture of the staples in his side now makes a lot more sense if he did have uh, his appendix fixed or removed and having to have intestinal, whatever, to have his parts of his intestine, small intestine removed and or put back together, however you want to say it. If he's home out of the hospital, that's also a really good sign. The longer you stay in the hospital, the worse it is. Because if they want to keep you there, they want to watch you and they want to watch you for a reason, which is normally not good. So if he is home, he is not if he is home since from her message and home and resting. So that is the best thing possible. That's really good. And knock on wood, he's healing fast. He's gonna be fine. There's not gonna be lasting problems from this. That is the hope, obviously. Now I do have to say, from a outside point of view, it's weird that the team has said nothing about this. Whether obviously they're not gonna say anything, uh, hey, the bike blew up, that's why. But the fact that there's been nothing from them. There's no PR, there's no, hey, this is what's going on with our rider. He's injured. And even if they were to say, yes, he had a crash, these are his injuries, we hope for him to heal quickly or whatever. There's nothing. There's no no announcement from them, no PR, there's just nothing, which to me is very strange. Like even just to give an update on to his I know, obviously, again, fans aren't the biggest point at this point. It's his family and the people around him. That's the major concern, and obviously they know what's going on. But from an outside perspective, from the way this sport works, there are people who follow you who do care, or in their own sense, do care about these riders because they are fans of them, they like them, they've met them, whatever you want to call it. I just, as a major team, one of the factory teams, the rock star gas team, to have absolutely nothing posted about this, to me, is very strange. And again, it's a minimal thing, but it's a why? Why couldn't they just put out a thing? Hey, these are his injuries, or he has been injured and he's da 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 da. Da. We hope for the best. That's all they had to do. Just something minor, even just to say, hey, we hope he's good. Like, unless I've missed it, which is highly likely. I don't follow everything to the exact minute, but it's just very strange to me. And I hope, again, I really do hope that this is something that he can heal from and be back racing. It is good that he's not doesn't have the vertebrae injuries that were speculated. That's obviously a good thing. It's just, this sport is sad. There's a lot of big injuries that happen like this, and hopefully he can get back to doing what he's done for his whole life. I mean, that's the worst part. Like, these guys do nothing else from the time they're old enough to ride a dirt bike till now. It's dirt bike, dirt bike, dirt bike all the time, training. And then once you get to the pros, you're lucky if you get 10 or 15 years. Really. Look at Tomac, he's what, 33, 34, something like that. So by the time you join at 19, you're really looking at a very short career that is more than likely injury prone, and you've got very little time to do it. So hopefully he can get back to it if it's something that he chooses, something between him, his family, his team, whatever. And other than that, we'll, I guess, continue to update you as not we'll I will continue to update you as best as I can with anything going on with this and or otherwise. But I appreciate you watching. I appreciate you watching, and go over to his Instagram, go over to whatever social you want for him. Wish him good luck, speedy recovery, anything like that. Go be nice, because I'm assuming right now it probably sucks for him. So, but with that, comment down below, tell me what you think. While you're down there, make sure to like, share, subscribe, do all the fun things this platform allows you to do, because it really just helped me out. I appreciate it. And with that, I'll see you later. Peace.